Good morning, Hustle Nation. Today, we're talking 10 keys to becoming a social media influencer, building an attractive, profitable online brand so you can impact the world. And if you watch to the end of today's episode, I promise you will have a game plan to transform your entire brand if you would just take action. So do me a favor, go ahead and comment in the chat where you're from. Drop the name of your business and or your brand. If you'd like a free business shout out, just do not post any links, but I would like to know a little bit about what you got going on. You never know who might want to connect with you who follows this show. Over 100,000 folks are following this page, ladies and gentlemen. So you definitely want to shout yourself out, because if you ain't shouting you out, I don't know who is. So comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and or your brand, and be prepared to give your takeaways from today's show if you want to be entered into a drawing to win a free vacation. And now it's time for the Cortez Hustle Show. Let's kick it. Yo, what's up, Ultimate Hustlers, and welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show, the business podcast for the entrepreneur of the 21st century. And I'm your host, Cortez Hustle. Our goal is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how the world's greatest hustlers build amazing brands, scale their businesses to incredible heights, sell more, make more, and create mass movements that impact the world. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned vet or you're sitting on the sidelines with aspirations to one day unleash your inner hustle. This show will provide the insights into how pure grit, determination, and hard work has morphed into some of the most iconic brands and personalities, and how they are moving the culture forward. You'll get a mix of solo shows featuring yours truly, as well as interviews and content from other hustlers that I either know personally, or I've learned from, or whose grind I've come to know and respect. And you'll also get exclusive recordings from our membership called Monetize My Life Academy, which you can check out at monetizemylifeacademy.com. That's a program where we go live every month with some of the best hustlers on the planet, sharing best practices on how we all can explode our brands with advanced branding and marketing tactics, business development strategies, and financial game planning necessary to build the empires we all desire. Again, that's at monetizemylifeacademy.com. If you like today's episode, chances are the hustlers you're connected to will like it as well. Share it with those in your network, and when you do, use hashtag Cortez Hustle so I can see you and hopefully give you a shout out and share you in my stories. So check out today's episode and make sure you subscribe to the feed on your favorite podcasting networks. All right, Ultimate Hustlers, welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show. I am, of course, your host, Cortez Hustle, also known as the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur from Monetize My Life Academy's Digital Product Bootcamp. Yes, it's going down tomorrow night. If you want to know 9 different ways to turn your knowledge, your talent, your intellect, your experiences into digital products that you can build a brand around and market online, you need to register for the Digital Product Bootcamp. For just $47, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to teach you 9 different ways to turn your gifts, talents, special abilities into income. And you're going to get 2 courses. You're going to get a course on how to launch your coaching business. You're going to get a course on the personal branding blueprint that's going to help you build and take that brand to the next level. So give me 1 second. Let me drop this link in here for y'all so y'all can go out and get registered after the show. All right, there we go. So go get yourselves registered for the Digital Product Bootcamp, man. You will not be disappointed. I've got some students that are launching some amazing projects here in the next couple of weeks, and I'm super excited that they decided to bet on themselves. As always, guys, if you comment your biggest takeaway from today's show, you get entered into a drawing to win a free vacation. But the way you get entered to the drawing, you have to use keyword takeaway in your comment. That's how our team knows how to grab your comment and put it into the drawing to potentially win a free vacation. Couple quick announcements, man, before we get started on the 10 keys to becoming a social media influencer. If you have not supported the show and subscribed to Hustle Nation, you are missing out, ladies and gentlemen. So Hustle Nation is our private Facebook group that we have for our fan page subscribers. People who subscribe to this show for just $5 per month, they get entered into a private Facebook group called Hustle Nation. And in Hustle Nation, we are focused on three main things, helping you to develop your entrepreneurial mindset, right? How do you think like a successful entrepreneur? We're committed to helping you get better at branding and marketing. How do you get your message in front of the right people and more of the right people? And we're committed to helping you grow your money. This past weekend, we did a private webinar on how to get double-digit returns on your money. And if you guys don't know anything about the rule of 72, it says if you take the interest that you're getting on your money, you divide it into 72, it'll tell you how long it takes your money to double. If you got your money in a savings account, you're getting less than 1%, meaning it's going to take more than 72 years for your money to double. You might say, well, okay, Cortez, I don't have my money in a savings account. I have it in a money market account where I'm getting 2%. It's going to take 36 years for your money to double. We shared inside our Hustle Nation community. If you subscribe today, you can go watch that training right now. And I showed you how you can get your money to double every 4 to 5 years. Dope, right? What if you are like me and you're thinking 3 or 4 generations down the line and your money is doubling every 4 to 5 years for the next 60 years? I literally showed an example where I could go from being fourth born of 6 children, raised by a single mom on welfare. In 3 generations, my family can be worth over $1 billion. It's all about the information, man. Information creates transformation. Are you connected to the right folks? Well, I know you are because you're connected to us, right? Speaking of being connected to the right folks, let me give a shout out to my syndication partners. You guys can find the Cortez Hustle Show on ERGJ Enterprises pages on Facebook. You can find us on the BBC TV network on Facebook, and you can find me on the Empowerment Network as well. So today, we're talking about becoming an influencer, leveraging social media to make an impact. That's critically important, guys. But as we like to do here on the Cortez Hustle Show, I like to start the show with a quote of the day. Today's quote of the day: the place between your comfort zone and your dreams is where life takes place. Life takes place between your comfort zone and your dreams. That's where the real living is, y'all. And that is by Helen Keller. Have you ventured outside of your comfort zone? If not, according to Helen Keller, you ain't even living yet, homeboy. You ain't even living yet, homegirl. If you are in your comfort zone, you ain't even living, because life takes place in that gap between your comfort zone and your dreams. Let me ask you guys a question today. Are you dreaming today? What are you dreaming about? Put in the comments one of your biggest dreams today. And if you want to be entered into the drawing, comment takeaway, and then give me one of your biggest dreams. What are you pursuing today? See, we just finished Resurrection Sunday. For those of you who are Christians like me, Resurrection Sunday was yesterday. We celebrated the resurrection of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. But let me ask you this. What is God resurrecting in your life today? Did your dream get resurrected yesterday? Did your goals get resurrected yesterday? Did your ambitions, did your discipline get resurrected today? Did your courage get resurrected yesterday so that you have the courage to get outside of your comfort zone and start living and start pursuing your dreams? Because that's where real living begins, right? We all know this. There's a tremendous amount of safety. There's a tremendous amount of security within the comfort zone. But the problem with the comfort zone is this, guys. Nothing ever grows there. Now, if you're satisfied and you're content and you're cool with where you are, then God bless you. But if you're not, the only way for you to transform is to get some new information and get outside of your comfort zone. That is the quote of the day right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. And that's brought to you by EFI Financial Services. Let me share with you guys, because of Money Smart Month, we are literally doing a money affirmation every day. And I got my man Milt Jr. going to share with you today's money affirmation from EFI Financial Services. So let's get it.
Today's financial affirmation. I believe that charitable gestures make a difference. I believe that charitable gestures make a difference. I believe acts of love and kindness go a long way. I believe acts of love and kindness are taken for granted. But I believe in moving on the opportunity to help those who lack compassion. I believe in moving on the opportunity to help, even if it's only one person. I believe that charitable gestures make a difference. I'm Milt Jr., EFI Financial Education Services. EFI, Exercise Financial Intelligence.
All right, that's my man Milt Jr. For Money Smart Month, the month of April is all about getting smart about your money. And every day on every episode of the Cortez Hustle Show, we'll be sharing a money affirmation. You got to talk to your money. You got to talk about your money. You got to talk over your money. And Milt Jr. is doing a great job. So make sure you check out EFIFinancialservices.net. So how do you lay the foundation for becoming a social media influencer, right? How do you lay the foundation, right? I'm going to give you 10 things, and these aren't in any particular order. And these are not the complete list of things that you need to really become an influencer. However, they are 10 that you must get figured out for yourself. So number one, if you are talking or if you are trying to become an influencer, the first thing you absolutely must do before you get down on this journey is you have to get clear about your why. Put in the comments, why do you even want to become an influencer? Why? Because if you don't get clear about the why, I can promise you one thing. You're going to run into some challenges in this game right here, being online, being on the internet, trying to impact the world. If you're not clear about your why, you're going to run into some things that are going to make you quit the minute you get started. And let me say this, money ain't enough. Because I know somebody's going to be saying, man, I want to become an influencer because I heard that The Rock, for every post he makes for a company on his social media, he makes $1.1 million. I heard that Kim Kardashian, for every post that she makes on Instagram for a company or a brand, she makes $950,000. I heard that Kevin Hart is in the $650,000 to $700,000 range, right? But let me tell you this, money ain't gonna be enough to keep you in the game long enough to get to that level. Let me help you with your why. My good buddy, Sean T. Hill shared this in one of our trainings in a Game Changer a couple weeks back. Shout out to my Extra Digit Movement family, by the way, because we've got another event coming up this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where it's all about mindset. It's about getting your mind right. It's about getting your money right. It's about getting your messaging right. And he says, when you write down the word why, W-H-Y, then here are some things that you could leverage to help you really define your why. Number one, what has you? See, Think about what has what has your attention. My wife and I went this weekend. It was so nice here in St. Louis. One of the first nice days of the year, really spring-like days, low 70s, breezy. It was nice. And we went and we did a little walking around the park. We went and got some Clementine's ice cream. It was just dope day. And we stopped and I had her take a couple pictures of me. And I said, man, why don't you take a picture of me like this with my hand out like this? And then she took the picture. And then I said, you know what? Because when I have my hand out like this and one of my marketing messages, maybe I can put my book on my hand. And she said, man, you never stop thinking about that stuff, do you? I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. It has me, right? This marketing, this media stuff has me. That's why I want to become an influencer. What hits you? What hits you? Right? What impacts you in a way that may not impact anybody else on the planet, impacts you to a degree that you just got to do something about it? What hits you? What hurts you? What hurts you? What literally causes you pain? And you're saying, man, to become an influencer can position me to alleviate the hurt, not only from myself, but because I know millions of other people are hurting because of this thing. What hurts you? What helps you? What helps you be who you are? What's going to help you be more than you are right now? And you're thinking that becoming an influencer can help me be more of me and I can have a bigger impact. What haunts you? And again, I can't take credit for this. This is my man, Sean T. Hill. He dropped this on me and it just stuck in my spirit. Right? What haunts you? What's keeping you up at night? And you're saying becoming an influencer can help me exercise some of these demons, but not just me. The same thing that is haunting me is probably haunting tens and thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of other people. If I can solve for this for myself, then I can impact them as well. In order for you to get in this game and become an influencer, you got to get clear on your why. Why do you even want to do this? And money is not enough, right? Vivian Reed says, because many of our people are unhealthy and being capitalized because of it. Ooh-wee. Yes, yes, yes. You are not telling any stories, no lies detected, right? Because she wants to become an influencer because in this health world, people are unhealthy. And she didn't say this, so I'm not putting words in Vivian's mouth, but I'm going to say it. The people who are capitalizing on the unhealthy people are also the same people that cause them to be unhealthy in the first place. Oh, man, that's a dirty game. When you create a problem that you want to solve too, it's a dirty game out here, y'all, right? Energy in the building. What's going on, sis? All right. So that's number one. What you got to get clear on the reason you want to become an influencer. What is your why? Keep them coming, guys. Let me know why. If you want to be an influencer, you want to build a brand online, why? Other than money, why would you want to do this? Cortez, why are you up at 4:30 every morning bringing people information to? Why are you doing this, Cortez? You got to get clear on your why, because your why is what's going to push you And your why is also going to pull you, right? But it's got to be strong. Now, I know we got 9 more to go, but before we get to the next ones, we've got to get to 1 minute motivation. Right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, we do something called 1 minute motivation. That's where I play a 1 minute motivational video. And I want you guys to comment a takeaway. But remember, as you're commenting, I need you to put keyword takeaway so I know my team can grab your comment and your name and put you into the drawing to win the free vacation that goes down every Wednesday right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. So let's get into 1 minute motivation and share your thoughts on this 1 minute clip, and I'll share a couple thoughts on the other side. Let's check it out.
I accepted a long time ago I wasn't the smartest, the best looking, the fast enough, with the best background, the most connections. I didn't have any of those things. What I could control was my work ethic. I think for the most part, gifted people struggle in life because things come easy to them. I like that things haven't come easy for me in my life. And maybe you like that about you too. Maybe you've looked at yourself all your life and thought, man, I don't have that natural beauty or that natural talent or intellect or humor. I don't have any of those things. But what I got is I will outwork you. When you get to winning, for me, it's come down to maxing out. And what maxing out means is you do one more at least than you think you're capable of. So when you're done, whatever you're doing, whether it's at the gym or phone calls or meetings or in sports, one more shot, one more throw, one more swing of the golf club or the baseball bat, the separator is for the winners, they do one more. And I'm the kind of guy that I know when you do 45 minutes on the treadmill and I do 46, I deserve to be fitter. I know that when I'm lifting weights and I watch you do 5 sets of 10, and every single time I do one more. When it's supposed to be an 8-hour workday, I work 9. Whatever it is, I always do one more. And what that does is it makes me eventually think I'm doing things other people aren't willing to do, so I should get things other people aren't going to get.
Hoo-wee. Man, listen. Personal growth and self-development is happening 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you being intentional about it, though? See, everything you consume is causing you to grow personally. It's causing you to develop personally. But are you being intentional about it is the question. Man, comment your takeaways, man. Comment your takeaways. Brother said, it didn't take long for me to figure out that I'm not the most handsome. I'm not the most athletic. I'm not the most gifted. I'm not the brightest. But one thing I do know is that I can outwork anybody. Right? See, my claim to fame isn't being the brightest. My claim to fame isn't being the wealthiest. My claim to fame is my ability to show up. If I ain't nothing else, I'm consistent. Right? Everybody put in the comments, hard work works. Oh, y'all got to hear that. Hard work works. Some of us are running from the work. And if you're running from the work, you're running from the blessings. Period. Hard work works. Max out, man. Max out. That's all I'm trying to do. I ain't competing with nobody. I ain't trying to outdo anybody else. I'm not in competition. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to live full and die empty. That's my mission. When I heard Les Brown say that, he said, you got to live full and die empty. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get every ounce out of what God gave me. I'm not trying to leave anything in the tank, period. And I think that's the only way to live. Now, will that make me a multi-billionaire? I don't know, but I'm going for it. I don't know. But I would never find out if I give a half-hearted effort. You will never know how far you can go until you have no choice but to give it all you got. That's my goal. So hopefully you guys got something out of that 1 minute motivation, because it certainly blessed my spirit. Let me grab the link so that I can give you that whole video, because that's powerful. I like to give credit where credit is due. This is a video from a channel called Psychology right here on YouTube. So let me drop that on y'all as well. So that's 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by Digital Product Bootcamp. If you got gifts, talents, special abilities, and you're trying to figure out how to turn those into digital products that you can market, build a brand around, build a system around, and create some passive income, I want to help you do that. I got a boot camp coming up tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time. $47. I'm going to show you 9 different ways to turn your gifts, talents, and special abilities into digital products. Right? There's 9 common ways to profit from your knowledge online, and I'm going to show those to you. In addition to me teaching you this live, I'm also going to show you, I'm also going to provide for you 2 courses. One course on how to become or how to launch your coaching business. Another course on the Digital Product Bootcamp, digital personal branding blueprint, right? How do you build a personal brand around what it is that you're doing? So I put a link in the comments that you can register for that boot camp. $47, y'all. I'm gonna pour into you like nobody's business. You're gonna walk away from that thing with the ability to turn your knowledge into money. I've got folks on the boot camp who's participated in the boot camp watching this live right now. It's a game changer. You will literally be able to understand this influencer marketing thing, understand this online marketing thing, understand this social media thing in a way that is going to create passive income for you. So check that out. And I would love to see you guys in the bootcamp tomorrow night. So we're talking 10 keys to becoming a social media influencer, building an attractive, profitable online brand. Number 1 is you got to get clear on your why. Why do you want to do it? And it's got to be beyond money. Money will not be enough. If I was doing this for money, I would have probably tucked tail a long time ago and went back to a job. Right? It's got to be, your why has got to be deeper than money, right? I heard Brother Ben X say, when you start chasing passive impact, then passive income will start chasing you. That's my why. See, I understand the power of words. I understand the power of a voice. I understand the power of having a platform. I understand the power of influence. So I'm chasing passive impact, so passive income as a result can start chasing me. Yeah, I'm not checking out Brother Ben X and the digital real estate program that he's got. It is a dope, brother. We're doing a lot of the same work, but I like to share my sources, because where I can't reach you, he may be able to. Like I said, there is no competition, man. There is no competition. I want us all to win. Number 2, you got to determine what problem are you going to solve. Entrepreneurship is simple. It comes down to you getting paid to the degree of the problem that you're solving. If you solve a small problem, you get paid small money. You solve a big problem, you get paid big money. Now, let me be clear about this. Doesn't mean that you can't get rich solving small problems. You just have to solve them millions of times, right? Think about it. You can go into the dollar store today and get a tube of toothpaste for $1. Solving a small problem. But they solved that small problem for millions of people. So Colgate is a billion-dollar company. So don't get it twisted that if you solve a small problem, you can't turn around and make big money. You can't turn around and make a big impact, right? So you got to understand, what problem do you solve? Number 3, who has that problem? You got to identify that. Who has the problem that you solve? Because when you can identify who has the problem, now you understand how to communicate. Oh man, y'all got to get this. Y'all got to get this. See, if you don't know, so me not knowing who has the problem that I solve would be me going into a vegan community trying to sell the best grass-fed beef on the planet. Now, I'm as passionate about this beef as you could imagine. This beef is hormone-free. It is grass-fed. It is free-range. The cows get to go and they get good exercise. They are well taken care of. They are humanely, I don't even want to say it, because you can't do this. They are humanely put to death, right? Who came up with humanely killing something, right? That's another time for another show, right? But nevertheless, the cows are well taken care of. So I love this product that I have, right? And this product is the healthiest you can get it. But because I haven't identified who has the problem of hunger for this variety of protein, I go into a vegan community and I'm telling them all about how my cows are beautiful, they are well fed, they have no hormones, they eat natural grass, man, they are humanely put to death. The cuts of meat are pristine, they're tender. In the vegan community, they don't care nothing about that. So you got to identify who has the problem. Who has the problem that you solve? Number 4, what are the pain points caused by this problem? I see a lot of influencers making this mistake. What are the pain points caused by the problem? And I'm going to give you guys $1 million worth of game right here. I hope y'all ready to write this down. And I think this might have come from Russell Brunson or somebody in the ClickFunnels community, right? I can't remember. I love to give credit for where I get this stuff from, but this is $1 million worth of game right here. The reason you got to understand the pain points is this: the person that can communicate the problem the best is by default assumed to have the best solution. Think about it. The person, whoever this person is, because they know who has the problem and they understand the pain that this problem causes, when they can communicate that the best, everybody assumes that they have the best solution. So as an influencer, my job more than anything else is to communicate that I understand the pain that is caused by this problem. And when I can communicate that I understand the pain that comes from being the 4th born child of 6 children raised by a single mom on welfare, my mom would spend $2.90 to get a half pint of fried rice. She would get one for us, meaning the boys. There was 3 boys and 3 girls. She would go and she would spend that $1.80, and she would get a half order of plain fried rice, no meat, no onions, no bells, no whistles, half order plain fried for the boys, half order plain fried for the girls. So the girls would split one box. The boys, 3 of us, would split one box. 3 girls would split the other box. But guess what? Mom didn't eat. See, I understand that pain. And when I can communicate that pain, you start to relate and understand, oh, I see why you want everybody to be wealthy, because you come from a place where wealthy was a non-factor. Wealth was something that most people didn't even aspire to. See, when you can communicate the pain caused by the problem, then by default, it is assumed that you have the best solution. Are you communicating the problems today as you are on your influencer journey? Or are you constantly talking about the features of whatever it is that you offer? People can't relate to features. Oh, but they can relate to that story. Listen, some of y'all right now saying, man, I remember I was in a similar situation. Right? You can relate. Are you communicating the pain points that is caused by the problem? And because I know those pain points so well, it's like, oh, yeah, he got the answer because he been there. Oh, he's got the answer because he came from that. Oh, now I see what drives him to study like he studies and to bring this information to the world. Now I understand why he does what he does, because of where he came from. It does 2 things. It creates and deepens the bond in the relationship. And by default, you think I have the best solution to overcome that problem. Number 5, get clear about how you're going to solve that problem. Get clear about how you're going to solve that problem. And when I say how, if you have a solution, then you got to be clear on how you're going to deliver that solution. What systems are you going to place to make you effective in getting your solution to the people who need it the most? This speaks more to after somebody buys your solution. What do you do after they buy your solution? How do they get the product? How do they use the product? How effective is the product? Or are you going to be able to get a testimony from them after they use the product because the product erased their pain? How are you going to solve? You got to get clear about these things. So I got to take a quick commercial break. Let me recap the first 5 so far. Number 1, get clear on your why. Why are you trying to be an influencer in the first place? It's got to be bigger than money, though, I'll tell you that. Number 2, what problem do you solve? Oh, you can be pretty as hell. You can have 6-pack abs and do all of your Instagram pictures with no shirt on. But if you ain't solving a problem, that's not sustainable. Because there's somebody else who is pretty as hell and got 6-pack abs and they solve a problem. What problem do you solve? Who has that problem? How well do you understand the pain that is caused by that problem? And how good are you at communicating that pain? And then how will you solve the problem? How do you deliver your solution where it doesn't add stress to you or it doesn't add stress to your buyer? These are the things that you got to get clear on if you're going to be an influencer, right? I know a lot of people make it sound super easy. Hey, man, just take out your phone and start talking. Oh, just take some fly pictures, sis, and you're going to get 1 million. It's deeper than that, y'all. It's deeper than that. And I want to introduce you to the Digital Product Bootcamp, and I want to help you position yourself to monetize your influence. So on the other side of this break, we're going to continue what we got going on, but let me share this with you. Keep it locked right here. Hey, my friend, listen, you've got a gift, talent, special ability. Why are you sitting on it and not turning it into a digital product so that you can market and sell it online? Hey, I'm H Cortez, author of Monetize My Life, 4 incredibly simple ways to turn your passions into profits. And that's exactly what I do. I'm hosting a boot camp called the Digital Product Bootcamp that will teach you how to turn your gifts, talents, your intellectual capital into a digital product you can market and sell online. But guess what? Don't just take it from me. Let me let you hear from one of my students how excited she is about what this process has done for her.
Hey, Coach Cortez, it's me, Ariel. I just wanted to thank you for helping me to create my product this weekend and launch the product with the systems in place. Man, I'm just truly amazed. Like, I got 7 sales in 4 days. And I've been thinking to myself, why didn't I do this thing and launch this thing a long time ago? But nevertheless, it's launched, it's lit, it's hot. So I'm appreciative, I'm thankful, and I'm looking forward to creating more products and more success with you. Thank you so much.
Wow, 7 sales in 4 days. And then she sent me this text message where she got 2 more sales overnight. How would you like to turn your gifts, talents, special abilities, intellect into digital products that will allow you to wake up to new money every day? All you gotta do is click the link around this video to register for the Digital Products Bootcamp, and I hope to see you on the inside. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I put the link to the Digital Product Bootcamp inside the chat. Also, take down my phone number if you got questions, 314-874-6887. If you got questions, just text Bootcamp to 314-874-6887. I know sometimes, especially on YouTube, if you don't take down the information from the live chat, then the live chat goes away. 314-874-6887 is my direct phone number. If you got questions about the bootcamp, hit a brother up. So we're talking about 10 ways to become a social media influencer, guys. The money is nice. Don't get me wrong. The money is nice as heck, man. The Rock, $1.1 million for every Instagram post or campaign that he does for a company. Kim Kardashian, $950,000 for every Instagram campaign she does for a company. Kevin Hart is somewhere around $650,000, $700,000 every time he does an Instagram campaign for a company. Why do I know? Because you got to study success if you want to model success, right? But that's great when you have the ability to bring in that kind of income. But Kim Kardashian was also able to not only take the money that she made from these campaigns, but she also took her influence in these campaigns and she leveraged that into her campaign to fight for injustice against people who are wrongfully convicted. See, that's impact. What is your why? Why do you want to be an influencer? Are you trying to make an impact, or are you just trying to make an income? Number 6, if you're going to be an influencer and a successful one, you're going to have to choose a niche. Choose a niche, right? There's 4 main categories when it comes to making money online. You're making money online as you're either in the health category, you're in the wealth category, you're in the relationship category, or you're in the recreational category, right? There's 4 main categories. But within those categories, there are thousands of subcategories. You got to find a way to start where there's enough people with the problems so that you can impact and grow from there. A lot of people start out too broad. Hey, Cortez, I want to be a influencer as an entrepreneur. Okay. You realize that there are like entrepreneurship TV shows. You realize that there are entrepreneurship blogs like Entrepreneur Magazine. Those are the people that you're competing with when you say you want to be an influencer in the entrepreneur space. So you have to then niche down. Oh, okay, Cortez, I get it. So it's not enough to say I'm in the wealth category. I teach entrepreneurship. That's not enough. That's too broad. Okay. Well, I'm in the wealth category. I teach entrepreneurship, but I teach how to start entrepreneurship as a home-based business. Okay, now we're cooking. But when you look at the home-based business space, home-based business includes network marketing, affiliate marketing, and every mom and pop people making jewelry at their kitchen table and baking cookies and selling pies. So okay, got you. But you can compete a little bit better there than you can at the entrepreneurship level because it's less people. So I'm in the wealth category, entrepreneurship, home-based business. Can I niche down even further than home-based business? Okay. My niche is digital marketing. Okay. So I am wealth-based, entrepreneurship, home-based business, now digital marketing. Okay. Digital marketing, that's it's niche down. There's a lot of folks still in digital marketing. Can you niche it down further? Yeah. I'm going to take the approach in digital marketing where I'm going to teach people how to turn their gifts, talents, and special abilities into digital products that they can build a brand around. So we're still in entrepreneurship, but I've niched down so far to speak to just a small group of people that want to take and transform their knowledge into digital products. They got a story and they want to put together an ebook, and then they want to build a brand around that ebook, and then they want to take that ebook and maybe turn it into a course. Yeah, that's what I do. See, I niched all the way down from the wealth category to digital marketing, but specifically to those who want to create digital products and make that their business. Have you chosen a niche that you can dominate? Have you chosen a niche that you can dominate? Right? Number 7, get clear on your communication style. Some people only got one idea of an influencer in their mind, and they're stuck on that, and that's where they're stuck where they are. Right? They're stuck with one idea of an influencer. When I say influencer, tell me what comes to your mind immediately when you think influencer. Most people think Instagram. Most people think Instagram influencer when you think about influencer. Man, because I want to be able to get paid to go on these exotic vacations and get free stuff because Instagram is the platform that screams that the loudest. But there's 4 main ways that we communicate. Pictures, that would be Instagram, written words, video, and audio. So when I say pick your communication style, you have to think about, how do I like to communicate? Which method is most effective for me, number 1, and which method allows me to be the most consistent? That's number 2. Guys, if y'all see some of the selfies that I take, I can't take a selfie to save my life, man. I don't know where to look. I don't know if my arms is too long, is it too short? I don't know what's going on. So I can't really tell a story with a picture. So Instagram, that's not the way that I communicate. And because I'm so self-conscious about it, then I could never be consistent with it. But I don't mind getting in front of a camera and running my mouth for an hour at a time. So my communication style is video. So video marketing is my method. Some of you guys can write a 3,500 word article in 15 minutes. Not your boy. That's not my level of comfort. I was never a good speller in school. So I'm the guy who has to, instead of spell checking everything, I just keep changing the words. I start writing what's coming into my mind. I get to a place where I come to a word that I can't spell, then I go back and I change the whole sentence because I couldn't spell that word. It'll take me 45 days to write a 1,000-word article. But self-awareness says, if that's who you are, then don't go down that lane. Don't go down that lane. See, I want y'all to get something else, and we're going to get these other two in, the other three in. A lot of times, you will try to focus on your weaknesses. Lean into your strengths and hire somebody to shore up your weaknesses. Hope y'all heard that. See, I'm leaning into being the best video marketer on the planet. And then I'll hire somebody to take the words that I'm saying in this podcast, and I'll send that to a ghostwriter and say, man, turn that into a dope article for me. I had to worry about trying to write that because that's not my strength, right? So pick your communication style. Your communication style by default chooses your platform, which is number 8. So you guys see that I'm live on Facebook, I'm live on YouTube at the exact same time because these platforms are conducive for my communication style, which is video. And because I like to speak, I'm just speaking on video, the audio gets downloaded and that goes to iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and all the different podcasting places, right? So I've chosen my platform based on my primary communication style, which is audio and video. If you love to take pictures and you can tell a story with a picture, then Instagram might be your platform. Snapchat might be your platform. Facebook posts could be your platform. Self-awareness, though. Self-awareness. Don't listen to somebody to say, hey, you got to do videos because Cortez does videos every day. So you trying to be an influencer, then you need to do videos every day. No, you need to do your best self in the way you communicate that allows you to be authentic and consistent. That's the key. Number 9, you do, however, have to publish content. I don't care how good what you have to offer is. If nobody knows that you have that to offer, you're not making an impact, nor are you making any money. So you got to publish content, y'all. Digital real estate is the play right now. Digital real estate is like you knowing today what Vegas is going to become, but right now it's all desert. I want you to think about what I'm saying. Digital real estate is like I've seen in the future what Las Vegas becomes, but I travel back in time to where it's nothing but desert. And they're just giving it away. And I'm like, man, how much of it can I go get? because I know what it becomes. Imagine being able to own both sides of the strip in Vegas, land-wise, before the casinos came. Right? And then not only owning the land, then having the ability and the resources to build the casino on top of the land. So the internet is the land. These social media platforms are kind of like developers, which allow you to then come and build on top of the land. Right? Number 10, this is so important. Network and collaborate. Network and collaborate is number 10. You want to make an impact? You want to chase passive impact, like Brother Benedict says, so that you can create passive income? Then learn how to network and connect. Let me give you this, because we're running out of time. Let me give you this for networking and connecting. A lot of people don't understand how to network, especially when they're making first impressions, right? If you want to make a good first impression, let people know that you're impressed by them. Oh, I come from a community where that was called riding somebody's jock, and it was a cardinal sin, right? But that same community is a community filled with poverty, backbiting, and very few opportunities because of that, right? You want to make a good first impression. Let the other person know that you're impressed by them. It's a great way to make a good first impression. Right? I'm going to give you this that I learned from my man, Brian Keith McNeil, the sales confidence coach. It says, when you're introducing yourself to someone, you tell your story in your introduction. Somebody asked me, Cortez, what do you do? The first thing I have to do is get them to agree with the problem that I solve. So if they ask me, Cortez, what I do, I say, you know how most people are walking around this planet struggling financially, but they have gifts, talents, and special abilities that God gave them. And the first thing that person's going to do is say, yeah, I know that. Well, what I do is I help those people extract that knowledge from their heads, turn it into a digital product like an ebook or course or webinar, so that they can create passive income and passive impact at the same time and live their dreams. Oh, if y'all don't follow Brian Keith McNeil, the sales confidence coach, man, listen, I give y'all my resources. I give all of y'all my resources, man. Listen, I ain't trying to hold nothing back, man. I want all of y'all to win, right? When Brian shared that, there go Brian Keith, when Brian shared that with me, it was a game changer. I was like, man, you mean to tell me I've been introducing myself wrong all this time, right? But I got to get out of here and make way for the next show on our syndication partners, ERGJ Enterprise, BBC TV, and the Empowerment Network. Until I talk to y'all next time, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up. But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win.